So most of the days that I'm filming, I try to use as much natural light as possible, and honestly it's been working fine. Until I start editing my videos, I tend to notice that the highlights are either very blown out or my skin is underexposed. And I feel like there's only so much that you can do when working with natural sunlight. Expose for the highlights and you crush your shadows. Expose for your shadows and you blow out your highlights. There never seems to be a perfect middle ground, at least not for my setup. So there's actually construction going on outside of my place and they're building a park, which is great. But I've gotten to this weird habit of checking on their progress once in the morning and once in the afternoon. And there was this one time that I forgot to check on the progress in the afternoon, and by the time I got to it, it was already dark. And I realized I couldn't really see anything. And then it started to hit me. It wasn't because of my camera, it's because I didn't really have light to begin with. So inside of this box, I think it's something that could probably solve my issue, and as you guys could already guess by the big logo on the box, it is a Nanlite. This is my first ever studio light. Hopefully I know how to use it right. I know when it comes to lighting it can be a little bit tricky and it's a whole beast in itself, but it's something that I'm willing to take the time to learn how to use it. I decided to get the Forza 60C, which is a compact RGB light, just so then I can play around with the colors. But after buying this light, I realized that there are other things that I had to buy for it as well, such as a stand and also a softbox. So we're gonna go ahead and unbox this and play around with it. So inside of this bag is going to be my new Nanlite. Let me go ahead and take it out and show you guys. Here you go. It is the Nanlite Forza 60C, and I do like the addition of this carbon fiber right here. I'm wondering if it's actually real carbon fiber. The light itself is pretty damn light, but I honestly don't think it's actually real carbon fiber, and it might just be like a carbon fiber overlay. But overall it does give it a nice touch. To be honest with you, I did end up getting the bundle pack, and it does come with additional attachments to add on to the light, but at the end of the day I think it might be a little bit overkill, especially coming from someone who never really used a studio light before. But I think in the long run it'll probably be worth it once I get the hang of using this light. But you know, I always say buy once, cry once, so then you don't have to buy it a second time. Let's go ahead and put this on the C-stand and play around with the light.
I like the highs and lows, but also like the fires and hoes in. It's like a play with fire, get cut from the spikes and roasting. Make me beast out the leak when I make the hose bend. Look, release the tension, I open her up on both ends. Like it's psychological, little physical too. She reading on my palm and then struggle to read the room, and I'm trying to keep my calm when I tell her I'm leaving soon. Now she throwing the fucking fit, so I grab my keys and I move on. She want me inside of the picture like a Zoom call. Connection was lagging, it's time for me to move on.
So here it is, guys. This is my Nanlite connected to the C-stand, and as you can see it's pretty compact. The C-stand is heavy duty. One cool thing that I want to mention about this specific light is that you can actually control it on the app. So in case you need to make any changes, you don't have to go up to the actual light, and you can just do it directly from your phone. I did end up getting the FM mount softbox made directly for this specific light. And the reason why I did that is because I didn't want to deal with the extra adapter. The kit does come with the Bowens adapter in case if you do want to use additional softbox, you could also do that as well. Let's go ahead and put this camera on the tripod so I could give you guys a before and after look of using the light and without using the light. Right now, I'm pretty much exposing for the highlights, so I could tell by looking at the monitor that my skin on this side is a little bit underexposed. If I didn't have window on the left side, I think my shadows would be pretty crushed. So what happens if we start exposing for our shadows? If I move this thing up, but as you can see, the background is pretty blown out. I'm losing a lot of information on the highlights. So let's go ahead and kind of like dial it down a little bit, and then you're starting to see it. I think right here is a nice neutral balance. If I'm looking at my monitor, I do see that my skin tone does look nice, but there is still some clipping on the highlights. Okay, now that we have the light plugged in, Let's see what a difference does it make turning on the light while exposing for the highlights. And this is what it looks like with the light on. I'm using the light with intention, knowing that there's big windows to my left, so I'm using it to pretend like it's a light source coming from the left side, lighting up my face a little bit. The good thing about getting an RGB light is that I can, one, play with the intensity of the light, but at the same time play around with the color. And by no means am I an expert yet at using this light. There's still a lot that I still need to learn. But this is just the beginning of being able to create more well-balanced images and creating better videos for you guys to watch. Other than that, guys, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.